In the last lecture, I said we are going to jump into deployment next, but I wanted to cover one more thing before we get to deployment, and that's this idea of buy versus build. So this idea is very important because it can save you a whole lot of time and actually save you money in the long run as well. So with the idea of buy versus build, what we have is whenever we have our design document, we have all these modules and subsystems sort of categorized out for us. We can begin looking at these modules and seeing if there's anything out there that we can buy instead of developing it in-house. A lot of companies have this idea that they have to develop everything by themselves. They have to develop it in-house, and that's the only way they're going to do it. But that can leave you to a lot of problems. First off, it can be more costly to develop something instead of buy something. If we've bought something, another company has already developed it, and they're making money because they're selling it to tons of people. So they're not selling it for, a one-off solution, which is typically more expensive. They're selling it to a whole bunch of people. Think Microsoft Office. How much does that cost? I think it's on a subscription model of something like $100 a year now. Imagine if you, as a company, decided that you're going to build your own Microsoft suite or your own, Excel, which is spreadsheets, your own word processor, your own basically PowerPoint, so your own slideshow processor itself. How much do you think that would cost? It's certainly not going to cost $100 a year. It's probably going to cost you somewhere around maybe $500,000 plus to get a program that's even decently close to Microsoft. So in that situation, of course, you're not going to develop it yourself. You're going to buy it. And so that can happen within our own projects as well. Why reinvent the wheel when we can spend a little bit of money, save a whole lot of time, and actually have a product that is developed and maintained by someone else? So we don't have to even work on maintaining it anymore. It's completely maintained by someone else for whatever cost we paid. So in that situation, what we can do is we can actually go down our modules before we begin implementation and look at things. So for example, in this one, we might say, yep, there's something out there. There's a great solution. It's really, really well regarded. We're going to go ahead and buy this one instead of developing it. And maybe this over here and these we're going to buy as well. Everything else just doesn't fit what we want. So we're going to end up having to build these things. And so just sort of build all of these right here. But overall, imagine if this on the left here was, maybe a 500-hour project, and this one over on the right here, maybe it was something like a 2,000-hour project to get that up to working. We've now just saved ourselves a whole bunch of time, and now our engineers that would be working on these can help us finish off these. So we have this product that's going to come out a whole lot quicker. We're going to save money in the long run because 2,000 hours costs a whole lot with software engineers. And we're going to actually have parts of it that are maintained by other companies. So whenever you're looking to build your project, before you begin implementing, do a quick search, see if there's an implementation out there. And a lot of times they're actually free, which is kind of crazy, but they're called open source. Amazing. But do a quick search, see if someone else has done it already, and don't reinvent that wheel. Make sure that you look to see if there's something you can purchase, something you can either start with, a template, somewhere to start so that you can save some time, save some money, and get your project out on time.